Okay, so there's gonna be a bunch of mods set up to do at the beginning. So, menus! Many menus. Okay, no change. Everything on. No, as per normal. We've gone with 2 times. Okay, I see. Okay, so the way dynamic difficulty works, it requires you to do this. So the crisis strength at the beginning is nixed, doesn't exist, and we do this instead. So yeah, that's the one I picked, so we'll stick with that. All of these, because they're fun. That's just news. No change. Splendid. We are in a ring segment. Okay, I've also never really dealt with ringworlds, so a lot of new today. Okay, let's get rid of these because I don't like having them default hotkeys there. Okay, so welcome to the galaxy. It big. This is us. These are the surrounding systems. And the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna a lot of tactics in Stellaris sort of hinge on controlling choke points. So we start with 3 rather paltry-looking corvettes. I mean, they don't look too bad, but they're not very good. And they're also the game's default design, and the game is not very good at designing corvettes by default. So turn off auto-generate designs because I don't want those. I want to make my own. Let's make a new corvette. And we'll go with, for now, an interceptor, because we don't really need missiles yet. No one is going to be able to have anything big enough for us to want to throw missiles at. And I like to start with, what is it? This. So this ship is both good against, so this ship has, the way weapons work in Stellaris is different types of weapons have different properties. So they all have ranges and tracking values and accuracies and stuff. But in addition to that, they have relative strengths against shields and armor. So every ship has shields, armor, and hull in that order. You have to get rid of the shields, then the armor, then you can attack the hull. But depending on what components you put on, it has different amounts. So if I take all this off, this ship has no armor or shields. So by putting on 2 lasers and 1 mass driver, the lasers are good against armor, the mass driver is good against shields. So this ship is better against enemies who've decided to invest more heavily in armor than shields. This is just how I like to roll. I can't comment if this is effective, but accordingly, I also like to make a ship that would be strong against itself. Again, pretty much purely by, that sounds like a good idea. We don't need the reactor booster because we're not consuming so much power. I don't think this consumes power, so we have a regular reactor. All of this gets upgraded, so we'll get to technology in a moment. This consumes the same amount of alloy, very good. We want a swarm computer, because these are going to have to get close to do damage. And then we want to set the behavior to probably, well, what's the range here? 50, 40. I don't actually know which one of these overrides. I think choose this computer if you would like to use a vanilla behavior in the slot above and not use an advanced tactic. If you want to use an advanced tactic for this ship class, choose a vanilla computer in the slot above first, then choose a tactic for this slot. So the way this works is you can put whichever one of these in you want. As they get better, it matters. And then you can say, just use the tactic above, or use one of these tactics instead. So for these, which have a minimum range of 40, I reckon probably our best bet here will be the flanking tactic. But do I want to make them more expensive for that? That'll change the cost from 100 to 160. 6. I don't think it matters. I think we can live with default swarm on our interceptors. So, and we don't have the power to be messing around with any of that. So, I tend to name these descriptively. So, this is biased towards energy, and it's an interceptor style ship. And that's all the information we really need on this one. We'll set auto upgrade, so as these parts get better, these will be queued to be upgraded. So now we have that, and we can delete the default design. Defense platform, I will make a defense platform. I won't build them for a while, but I'll make it now anyway. I believe what I want is... So at the moment, I think the most useful thing will be... So the only thing you know what, we're not going to make a defense platform. I'm not going to build them for a long time, so we'll leave defense platforms for because I just really don't know what I'm up against. This fleet I could upgrade to the design I just suggested, but we'll leave it now. This system here, many mining stations, assumedly all on, yeah, various bits of stuff. Shattered world. Irreparably damaged bit of ringworld. Irreparably damaged bit of ringworld. So in order to upgrade this, I need the mega engineering tech. I need 10,000 alloys in a very long time. So yeah, that'll happen eventually. Currently, we're on ringworld, so we can make a nexus segment, which is... what is this? This is housing, maintenance drones, and tech drones. We could make a generate segment, which is energy credits, or we can make a research segment, which is research from energy credits. So what I'm going to do for now is I'm just going to, laundry processor, minerals and energy credits into processing capacity, and processing capacity cap. Where's processing capacity? Processing capacity, there we go. So I make processing capacity, it's treated as a rare resource. Do I consume processing capacity? I do! So at the moment, I consume too much processing capacity. Interesting. We'll investigate that. I'm going to try this. So this mod pack includes something which allows you to, via sectors, set a designation on the planet and then have the sector far more intelligently than the base game build according to the focus. So we're going to do that, and we're going to hope it works and doesn't absolutely flip its shit at the various changes that have been made. On ringworld, for instance. Hopefully it still builds semi-intelligently. I really hope so, anyway. Okay, so we start with the shipyard and solar panel network. Makes sense, we can't have a trade hub because, yeah, okay. So, we don't really have the wherewithal to be building any buildings yet, so let's look at research. What have we got? So we have 4 options rather than 3 to start because of one of our species traits. Civics, I think, actually. Yeah, here we go. Static research analysis. So this means we get a little bit more choice on what we research. The way research works in Stellaris is there is a tech tree. It doesn't look like this. Definitely doesn't look like that. It doesn't look like this because this doesn't account for mods. But it looks something like this. And this helps you figure out where vanilla stuff is. And when I say a tech tree, what that means is these are randomly generated according to weights based on what tier they are and what you already have and that kind of thing. But in order for things that are further down the tech tree, further to the right to appear, 2 things have to be satisfied. One, you have to have the prerequisite technology, which I believe... Yeah, so there's a little tooltip mod which tells me what this leads to. So you must have the prerequisite technology, and you also must have enough technologies of the previous tier. What this translates to is a rather nebulous tech tree. It's not a linear progression, but what it means is if I want certain things, I need to think about that and go, okay, I'll pick up this prerequisite on the way there. But it's still pretty much random. You still quite considerably at the whims of whatever it decides to give you. So we'll take this first because we're going to be getting the vast majority of our research from researchers. That's an unusual choice. Normally, you don't get very much of your research from researchers at the start, but because we're in ringworld, we do. So more research is always good. In fact, if I can just get all 3 of these, yeah, I'll be very happy. So we are investing in our future. Can I make... Well, this is all very nice. This is a bunch of additional music. I have just realized that it's entirely possible... It should be fine. I'm just going to really hope that... Oh, God. Hang on. Is there a way to disable all? There doesn't appear to be. Let's pause this for now. I have immediately just realized that perhaps some of that music that is added by the mods might not be royalty-free, or might not be permissible to play in the context of... Because the music for this game isn't royalty-free, per se, but because I'm playing this game, it's fine. Well, let's, I apologize, this is going to take a little while, but let's turn off everything but the base game music. Had I known this, I would have maybe looked at a way to try and disable the relevant mods. I just don't want this Twitch VOD to get muted or the YouTube video to get sort of removed just because it had some music in. So, at the cost of a little bit less music variety and a little bit of time spent now, we're going to remove all of this. This is a really good music pack, really big, nice, lots of variety. Really just wish there was a way to disable everything. So I didn't have to go through and do these one at a time. Oh, God. This is the point at which I'm going to find out there's a button at the bottom that's disable all. Inevitably. I just hope that whatever the track that was playing when I realized, oh hey, this music, this isn't Stellaris music, is not already enough of a problem that it gets muted. If it is, I'll have to do some audio surgery and mute everything between me speaking. Which doesn't sound like fun, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. Oh, we're nearly there. And this is the main bit of it, then I'll just go to disable the more specific stuff, which is honestly more likely to be a problem, but literally any of this could be an issue if somebody in here didn't allow their music to be used commercially. I don't want to step on any toes. I definitely haven't asked permission to use any of this, so let's just play it safe. I have to imagine I should be allowed to play this Stellaris soundtrack while playing Stellaris. At least. If I'd thought about this in advance, I would have disabled the relevant mods, but I don't want to reload the game because, trust me, that would take longer than this is. Much longer. Um, and I also don't want to just have no music, because that seems less than entirely great. Okay, so we have a little bit of music here. I'm actually going to turn the music volume down just a shade. That's actually what got me to thinking of this. I was thinking the music might be a bit loud. How's that? I feel like we want that sort of in the background. And then we'll turn shuffle on. And yeah, we just got the default Stellaris soundtrack. Very good. I think that's just the default Stellaris soundtrack. I really hope so. It looks like it. Okay. Right, back to the game. Okay, so yeah, we have the research. We have irrelevant research going. The game isn't actually running yet. Actually, let's just play, because I think occasionally some stuff happens immediately. But we're gonna go survey this system here, because it's the first kind of choke point we can get. And we're also gonna try and build a mining station to take advantage of some of these minerals. So this looks like a dead end, so I don't actually need to go there yet. I can go and try and lock down this choke point here, or maybe this one. One of the first things I want to do, actually, and I can't afford to, so I will. Oh, here we go. So
situation log adjusted.
Ooh, that's loud. 1 second. That's very loud. You know what? Let's just up the music volume slightly. Decrease the master down to like half, and then reduce the advisor a little bit again, because he was extremely loud. We have a core protocol, so we can decide that our primary AI core focuses on one of these things. So building, upkeep, military, politics, research, assembly, and economy. Huh. Well, these are all useful. I'm sure that's the point. So I want to just try and snowball pop growth early, given we have a huge ringworld to put them in, or do I want to focus on getting more minerals and alloys? I think we'll go with pop growth for the first bit. That'll probably change eventually. So let's see what's our pop growth at now. Yeah, okay, I like that. Oh, that's not actually even applied yet. Yeah, there we go. Plus 20. Yeah, okay, that's nice to have. That's a lot of tech drones. That's a lot of energy credits. Dear God, that's a huge production to start off. Okay, one other thing we need to do is we need to do this. I don't want 100 in that. So in order for this to work, it has to have a stockpile. So we'll just do that, and hopefully we can kind of fire and forget that, and it just happens nicely and maintains our ringworld. I don't know if we can colonize. I actually don't know. I suppose I'll find out when we find a habitable world. But I kind of I loosely felt like I wanted to focus on orbital habitats and ringworlds and such, so I might just not colonize, but that might become too much of a restriction, so we'll see. Okay, so that's some extra research on a planet in Awaken, I think? I should pay attention. What?
Construction complete.
Okay, that's a mining station. So, you build the research stations now, you can build one of them. We'll just wait till the end of the month and then I'll need to build both. Alloys, nice. Always useful. Okay, let's pause that. Let's say, can you build those engineering research stations for me, please? We will upgrade this, because we're not doing anything else with the alloys right now. influence is probably going to be our main
Ship
factor
augmentation is
in...
completed.
Yeah, now they have better senses, which is nice. Influence is probably going to be our main factor in expansion early on. I'm also going to explore with my corvettes, because they can now do that. So those sensors give an increased sensor range. Normally you can't move a non-science ship into an unexplored system. But because of the sensor range on the corvette sensors, these ones, these, they let you scout with corvettes. That's the point of them. Because the sensors stretch out. So it means I can do a little bit of exploration over here. And figure out what we're dealing with, so I know which systems I want to survey. So we have a potentially habitable world in Merkai we saw earlier. I am going to go ahead and do what I was originally going to do, which is to build another science ship, for which we will need another scientist. That's okay. Anomaly research speed. I think we want anomaly research speed. We'll just hire you now. Your upkeep isn't too bad. I don't want to forget about him. Okay. Arriving soon.
System survey complete.
Okay, that's a complete survey. Let's survey this one. Go send our construction ship to go build an outpost here so we can start exploiting the system resources, and also so we can lock down that choke point. Okay, new science ship. Leader, you. Unit Z4, you are now in charge of the freshly minted ISS investigator. And you, sir, should go and survey this one for me. Because we know there's a planet there. Planet here as well. God, that's gonna take you a long time, huh? Oh, that's a star. Wow. Oh yeah, this is a magnetar. And this is a relic world. The prison. Okay, this is a special system. I should go survey that one soon as well then.
Construction complete.
Taiki, binary system. Okay, a second. Pause here, there's a few things going on. We lack the alloys. Having just said we're not using the alloys for anything, then again, this was like 3 alloys. It's a very valuable choice. Kandara, that's this one. Alien life. Society research, nice. Okay, this is only 60% habitable, so yeah, normally machines have 200% habitability, but we get 100% habitability on our ringworld because that's how ringworlds work. Normally machine species, here we go, where's species? There we go. Have 200% habitability for everything. Like that, plus 200%. So the way to think about that is, we get 100% on our ringworld. Because we're a ringworld, we get 0% everywhere else. Plus 200% is 300% on the ringworld and 200% everywhere else. Minus 140 is 160 on the ringworld, which gets truncated to 100, and 60 everywhere else. So we actually need to work. We need to work at it a little bit if we want to be able to colonize out of our ringworld. That doesn't mean we shouldn't be pursuing habitable planets. It just means it'll take a while for us to benefit from them. I don't want to enter orbit.
Surface variable detected.
That's routine, so we'll research it. Okay, why can't I see into you? Why? Oh. How very strange. That doesn't appear to have hyperlane to it. Or maybe it does, maybe it's just, hang on, maybe it's under the plane of the galaxy. And it's actually connected to... Oh yeah, that's weird. That's kind of, yeah, that's spawned unusually, but that's okay. Alright, let's play. Tell you what, a lot more will happen if I play. I will eventually probably end up playing with the speed settings up here. But right now, at the beginning, there's kind of a lot happening, so I don't want to miss anything. There's kind of a lot happening, he says, while nothing happens. Yeah, okay. I'm actually going to pause because I need to be right back 1 second. But hopefully, pick up the pace shortly. So I will be with you folks in a moment. Okay. And resume our exploration of the surrounding region of space. This is not too bad. We have some nice choke points. I'd love to make it to the other side of there and control this whole area, but I'm not sure we'll be that lucky. It's a big galaxy, so maybe we will. Okay, we found people. Let's see who they are. So in order to do that, we have to divert society research for a little while towards understanding who the aliens are. Nice, alloys. Just stay put, please. So I'm gonna assume that's probably a science ship. I still have no idea what this planet is about. Next time I get a free science ship, I'll like, oh hey, you aren't doing the thing because you did. Okay, let's do that. Go build me a starbase. Star Search Project, yes. So that basically just asks us to go and scan a bunch of different stars. Which we're already going to be doing in the process of doing stuff. So if I pick science ship, it's a bunch of different stars. Plasmoid life. So we found... Okay, we found plasmoid life on the star. So we can either just take physics research from that, or we can spend a bit of money, of which we have a lot, to gain access to a special project to investigate more thoroughly. Let's do that. Okay, that's going to take a science ship, but once this one's done surveying, we can just send that one there. Tiny giant. Yeah. A little baby gas giant. Okay, that's cute. Physics research. Nice. Okay, how's this project going? That's gonna take 12 months. Good lord, we have no society research. Okay, what are we building? We're building... Oh, we're clearing a blocker. So yeah, certain planets, including this one, have blockers. So we're clearing decrepit tunnels, which gives us some volatile modes. That's nice. Some minerals, and... that's it. Okay, arcane generator... produces... Oh, okay, so it produces the upkeep. So this takes 10 and 2, but
Construction
that's
complete.
covered. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I had no idea how ringworlds work, so this is a learning experience for me. Okay, so we're going to build the mining stations there. That's going to pick up the alloys, the minerals, and the energy. These alloys, having 5 alloys right out the gate, that's pretty big. I like that. You're not really doing anything because I don't really want to go anywhere near those aliens until I know what they are. No, we're going to leave that B for now because it will take forever otherwise, and I don't really want to spare the time right now. Okay, so let's... There is no route. Okay, so that genuinely just doesn't have a hyperlane to it. Interesting. Fair enough, I suppose. We'll be able to access that later. Unless there's a hyperlane coming out of here, but I don't think there will be. It's just strange that it's been, like, overlaid right onto the hyperlane pathway. Like, can't you just cut the hyperdrive a little bit early? Oh. It's dead, Jim. Fair enough. Good physics research. Yeah, we'll just have these people hold the fort for now. I want to find out what these guys are before I go and mess with them at all. I mean, before I go and make friends with them and protect them from the dangers of the wider galaxy. I've got to make sure I stay in machine character. 60%. It's always going to be 60%, so we'll need to do some research before they're going to be worth colonizing. Makes sense. This game starts a little bit slow, and that's not just the start that I've chosen. It just starts a little bit slow in general. But, oh, so we're making an excess of processing capacity. That's nice. And we can store, apparently, theoretically, infinite. Oh, I see. Processing capacity supply and processing capacity demand. So...
System survey complete.
Interesting. Empire gains advantage to disadvantage Empire modifier as its supply to demand ratio changes. I don't know how any of this works. We're irreligious because we're a machine. Okay, so we have a surplus. Supply is more than demand by a certain amount. So we get more administrative capacity. Okay. So I'm guessing the way this works then is this number reflects the sum. So when it says produced and consumed, I imagine what that actually means is things that are producing supply and things that are producing demand. And pops always produce demand. Let's have a look here. So this generator segment, okay, no. That is... Okay, so this is producing processing capacity and also processing capacity supply. Maybe I should have read up on this. This looks quite complicated. I'm sure it'll be fine. Okay, science ship. What you got for me? Okay, so you're done here. I really don't want you researching that anomaly because it will take you so very long. But you've pushed our choke point out. Thank you very much. Keep doing the same. More of the same, please. Okay, so habitable planets aren't really a priority for us right now then, if we can't colonize them. But I'd still like to secure some. Helpfully, because we just have 60% on everything, it doesn't really matter what type of planet it is. Just a suitable rock will do. So again, that habitability penalty is because we have synthetic skin to make us more attractive to the flesh bags of the universe. Okay, so you can't build that yet, but by the time you get there, you will be able to. I'm hoping these people here are friendly. Well, we'll find out pretty soon. Because if they are, then really I only have to defend myself from one side, which is excellent. Early game. I can make friends with these folks. It limits my expansion a little bit, but yeah. That's the least of my worries. Okay, we're clearing decrepit tunnels still. So we're really gonna want to get a beeline on mega engineering because we want to be able to build more ringworld segments if we can't colonize them. Although helpfully
our entity has decrypted our communications.
You are ruthless, capitalist, militarist, libertarian, xenophobe, militarist, monotheist, competitive people. Hang on, you're libertarian and fanatic competitive. Excuse me? that's a little bit... Hang on, isn't that... Well, I guess. Left-wing libertarians. I'm gonna try very hard not to get into politics. Okay, so you don't immediately... you kind of hate me. You hate me a little bit. Keep your ridiculous-looking alien ships well away from our space, and know that our military will respond to any transgressions with maximum force. Initiate greeting protocol. This data must be analyzed. Okay, so here they are. They have a princely one system. How friendly are they? They're not terribly unfriendly. Like, they're okay. They don't absolutely hate us. We can probably make friends. I don't think they threaten the security of the galaxy, at least not at the moment. Oh, and they don't hate machines, so that's nice. Yeah, we'll go improve relations with you. You seem like fine, upstanding gentlemen. Okay. So they're gonna build this. Okay, which means I need to pretty much cancel everything I'm doing and secure this side of my empire as fast as possible, because they are going to build up here. Now, it costs a very large amount of influence to build a starbase that isn't adjacent to you, so I'm gonna have to try and, like, crawl out. But, this is now priority number one, otherwise these guys are gonna cut me off. Now they know I exist. They're naturally gonna want to try and build towards me rather than anywhere else. And these ships aren't gonna do anything because we're currently friendly. And I don't really want to have to kill them, because I want to be friends with them. I just want to be friends with them, and I don't want them to steal all my stuff. Can't we have both? Oh, right, yeah. Oh, okay. So... neat. So the prison is a primitive civilization. Oh, we can shepherd them. 100%. I'm in for that. Let's see. So, do I even want to build? No, I don't think I do. I think I want to just come straight over here. I don't want to waste the alloys. I'm gonna need everything I can get. So we're just gonna temporarily abandon the northern reaches and hope no one moves in. I told you, they're gonna encroach. This is why I wanted to find out who they were as quickly as possible, so I could get information on what type of ship they were sending. I just didn't expect it to be construction so fast. Because, I mean, obviously they're thinking the same thing I'm thinking, which is... gotta not get cut off here. Okay, we're clearing more planetary blockers. This'll be the last one. And then it'll start actually building some stuff, potentially. But as of right now, we still have 2 available jobs, so... we have no pressing need to build things. So honestly, I'd rather just clear some stuff. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the prioritization it's doing there.
System survey complete.
Okay, you finished surveying that. Excellent, go survey that. You go build a outpost here, and you stop trying to survey that. Go survey this instead. We gotta move. We may end up having to just abandon this one. Oh, hey, that's Sol. Right? Yeah, here we go. So, hang on, I'm going to pause so we can explore this. So we have Mercury, Venus. Earth, which is inhabitable. The moon, which is barren. Checks out. Sulfur. Mars, which has an ice cap. Look, I don't make the rules. Jupiter and 4 of its most prominent moons, which would be probably Io, Ganymede, Europa, and Callisto. Saturn and Titan. Uranus, which is actually on its edge, like it should be. Neptune and yes, I forget. And Pluto isn't a planet. God damn it. That's not Pluto. That's an asteroid. This is the Kuiper Belt, though, so that's not Pluto. That's not Pluto, which means I guess this is Pluto? Okay, no, Pluto doesn't exist. Rip Pluto. We hardly knew ye. This is another asteroid. These designations, I don't know what these are supposed to be. The other ones are obvious, but I'm gonna assume one of these is probably Ceres. Maybe this one. Maybe this one, who knows? But yeah, this is a little Easter egg. I didn't expect it to be so close to us. So I believe Sol is in every galaxy, somewhere. I just didn't expect it to be so close. That's neat. Okay, so I really don't want to abandon Kagurug then, because I'd rather get Sol, just for fun. We'll see. We might not be able to. Okay, you've done that. These are doing nothing. That's fine, because they don't really have anything to do. We do want to build a outpost here as well, an observation post, but it's far more important to secure our borders. Okay, traditions. Yeah, okay. This is where the mods also kind of go a bit nuts. Like a lot. So there's a lot of traditions, there's a lot of ascension perks. Most notably, what I'm really happy about is I haven't played machines before in this mod pack. Half of these are different when you're a machine, so the way the mod works is it adds a crapload of traditions, but it also makes sure they make sense, so that a lot of it adds way more than you can see here, and it sort of swaps them in and out based on your empire, so that you don't have traditions that make no sense. Really cool. But it means that I'm gonna have to read through a lot of these because I don't actually know what they all do, because some of these are new. Upkeep. Okay, so these are fairly self-explanatory. Building out. This one's just kind of bad. These are base game, so these 7 are base game. This is just upkeep, production, and general stuff. This is energy credits. This is military. This is diplomacy. Could be very helpful. I'm not sure I want to take it first, though. Oh, and the assembly cost production, which is helpful because our people are unusually expensive to build. But I'm not really suffering for minerals right now, so. Research is always good. Machinism. Damage to the contingency. Remnant act. Okay, unity-based stuff. Cybernetics. These bodies a blessing or a limitation. Can we become something more? Okay, so this one doesn't make sense. Because we're already robots. But, I mean, it's still good. It's still definitely good. Biogenesis, yeah, you know what? This is probably worthless. In all honesty, because we're not made of flesh. Inquisitoria. Oh, so like Discovery. Kind of. Defensive, War, Unity, Edicts. Oh, I see. Order is Order, yeah. Better shields and stuff. Malice, which is better guns, pretty much, and slaves. Aspiration. Trust growth and market stuff. Affinity. People want to come here. Experimentalism. Physics, primarily. Mutagenesis. Not helpful because we're not biological. I mean, I say that. Still helps. But, meh. Not that much. Oh, and also the cloning center. A planet unique building that increases the planet's pop growth speed of absolutely nothing by plus 50%. Because we're not living. So we don't grow, we build. Industry, minerals and such. Kleptocracy, abusing your friends. Anguish. This is just straight up killing people. Defense is defense, assault is assault. Makes sense. Transformation is kind of versatility and terraforming and stuff. This could be good because we can't currently colonize worlds. We'll see. Endurance, habitability, also good. Dark matter reactor. Well, that seems good. Megastructure build speed. Huh, that could be very helpful. Hacking. It's okay. Why would you... Oh, rival, okay. Omnipresence. Oh, so this is another machine space. Machine or hive mind, gestalt, basically. This helps us control our people better. Don't really care. Vulnerability. Well, this would make sense. In regard with the fact that we were sort of playing a we were here first sort of deal. Archivist. This would also make sense. Okay, the swarm. Not super relevant. Benevolence. That's literally what we're here to do, so that kind of checks out. This is definitely going to get taken at some point. Like 100%. That has to come in. Server bound. Admin cap and energy and research and XP. Purposefulness. Well, again, this fits. Submines. So I guess this is conceptually opposing to server bound. Okay, I see. Malevolence, definitely not. Desires, no. Factories, no. Isolation, definitely no. That's not what we're about. Destruction, on desk, :0. Yep, mods. No. Not really what we're about. Fury. Nah. Not so much. Mechanicum. Oh, well, this would fit, because we can sort of... Yeah. This would fit. Might. Potentially. Philosophy... Maybe? Nah. No. Interesting. No. Oh, very possibly, because we're looking at building habitats and stuff, and sort of expanding star-wise. Perseverance. Oh, okay. Okay, so what are we gonna go for first? Give increase by 20. I quite like the idea of this being the first tradition, because that's kind of like that's our origin. We can't really get away from that. Yeah, we're gonna go with vulnerability. So this is kind of our origin story, so let's get that rolling. Unless this was anything, I've maybe forgotten something. Nah, vulnerability it is. We were here first. That's how it goes. So when we adopt this, we gain machine modification points. which lets us modify our population, but that's expensive. I'm not going to do that right now. So adopting this does absolutely nothing for us. We'll get there eventually, though. So yeah, what we can do is we can... Well, it doesn't matter because we can't do it yet anyway. But when we eventually do it, we'll have more points, so we can fiddle around with traits and customize ourselves, essentially. Okay. So after that unexpected deep dive into traditions, let's move along. So this is being surveyed. It's a big system. It's gonna take a long time to survey. Yeah, both just about as good as each other. This is quite a big system as well. Well, we may need to buy alloys, and I just really hope we have enough. We should have enough influence, because this is already queued to be built, and yeah, because influence is fine, so we may need to buy alloys, but that's no problem, because we can do so on the market. Magma ocean, minerals, I like it. Strategic exotic gases, excellent. We don't already have a source of those. I mean, we don't need it on our ringworld because the arcane generator will do it for us, but nice to have. Well, we can extract them anyway, but helpful. Because we can't actually build up a stockpile. Even though the arcane generator makes everything we need, we can't build up a stockpile, which is we can't use them to trade with other people. People really get very, very happy if you give them strategic resources. Almost like they're rare. So having a source of them is an excellent bargaining chip. To get people to work with us in protecting the galaxy from the crisis that nobody else knows about yet. It's coming in, well, there's two of them. A mini one and then a big one. A couple of centuries time. Yeah, so we got time to prepare. we have a little while. Okay, the stockpile's getting nice and big, so I don't need to add any more to that. Yeah, this is just happening. I'm actually going to speed this up just a touch. I find it's better to play on fast and pause more often than normal and pause less often. So this is happening. There we go. So we're now surveying this one as well. We're building this. I should be able to afford the alloys required to do this. So based on where they're being surveyed, let's actually let's purchase some alloys. Let's sell like 1,000 minerals, something like that, and let's buy a bunch of alloys. And then let's make another construction ship, because this one will finish doing its job, but then these will get surveyed at, like, well, let's see. You have +5 orders, you have +11 orders. Point being, this planet will be surveyed before this starbase is finished being constructing, so I'd rather have a construction ship I can just send over there now.
Construction complete.
So you... Wait a minute. New research. What do we want? Moon bases and barren habitat? Not really. Improved servo motors, resource silos, planet build speed, improved Corvette hulls. Is there anything just terribly cheap to reset? Oh yeah, so if you don't like the technologies, you can just kind of look for a cheap one, because when you research, you get a new set. You can't just get a new set by clicking this. I guess let's do this, because in theory we should be able to make those. They should be more, I don't know. Maybe they'll be more habitable, hopefully. They'll be more habitable. Not for now. We got more important things to do. So, you need to go here, post-haste. Because that's nearly done being researched. You need to go here, even faster. Because you've got a long way to go. Okay, let's put this on for now. So this is perhaps information overload, but it's nice. It sort of shows you everything that you would see So a lot of this information... Nice. All of this information is available in certain views, but like a lot of it only appears if you have a silent ship selected or that kind of thing. This just makes it all appear all the time. The Old World. Home to buried, decrepit buildings. Taiki 1 used to be inhabited by a forgotten civilization. It's unclear how far this civilization advanced, though it's believed it has never gotten beyond the age of swords and spears. Large, broken-down stone buildings, half-buried palaces, and crumbling walls were found, but no sign of steel or any advanced building material. How the life of such a young civilization was snuffed out, it's unclear. Society, that's the word. I should probably, I might actually start reading out the story bits. Helps the world feel real. Life under lava. Preliminary surveys of Kugarug. I'll go with Kugarug. 1. Uncovered significant evidence that the planet was once inhabited. Large urban centers rest torn apart and overran by flowing lava, significantly damaged and slowly melting. Evidence of atomic-level technology was also found, including a fairly advanced pre-FTL civilization. Our scientific community urges us that the history of this ancient species be dug up, as basic surface scans reveal little. Archaeology site. Aha! The Fires of Ziaskahorn. Okay, so archaeology sites kind of like projects for your scientists to do over time. But right now our scientists are really busy surveying everything in sight so that we can beat these guys to Kugarug, which is now even more important because it's an archaeology site and allies there. We definitely want to secure that. That's an important system.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
Can't do it. Not for now. We'll get to it eventually. Too many other things to think about. Just at the time being, I'm afraid.
Technological acquisition successful.
Okay, a bunch of leveling up on the scientists, cool, and we now have bonus physics research. So... Capacity overload is very nice to have, but we are not struggling for money. We have a lot of money. Research station output is good, we haven't got a lot of them. Planetary processor epsilon. Oh, okay, so this is the, like, the hub upgrade path for machines, I think. Right? Processor tech transfer. What do we have? Yeah, I'll get there in a minute. No, it's an administrative array. Oh, okay, so this is our processing capacity facility. You can think of this like consumer goods for robots, I think is how it's trying to emulate, but with a slightly different mechanic. That's nice, but not amazing. Solar fields. This is all a little bit disappointing. This leads to energy nexus. This leads to more research station output. This leads to... Okay, well, let's take this, because we will need money down the line. I think all of our population require...
Systems.
Yeah, money rather than food. Oh no, half money and half... that's the deal. Because we have the synthetic skin, it's half money and half food. So normally population requires food to upkeep. Normally machines require money to upkeep. But because we have synthetic skin... Where is it? It's a civic, so... Government. Yeah, here we go. Because we have synthetic skin, our population upkeep is reduced in terms of energy, but we get food upkeep instead. So we get like half and half. Which is nice, because it means we can kind of supplement some of our upkeep by producing food, but we don't have to produce food en masse like an organic empire would have to. So that's all of those surveys done. So you go survey this. You go and survey... go back to where we were surveying, I think, because that's still important. You are done. You can go do that, so you should go build an observation post. We want to get this rolling ASAP. It gives a lot of society research as well, which is going to be very important to get. Oh, hang on. Oh, how nice of them. Oh, that costs influence. Maybe someday. No. Okay, so we can't form a commercial pact because we're a Gestalt. And we can't do any of this crap. Oh, in order to be able to form a federation, we have to be... Okay, so normally to form a federation, you have to have the relevant diplomacy stuff. But because we're a machine empire, to even be in a federation, I think we have to have the versatility stuff. So maybe we'll go for that second. But for now, they don't want a defensive pact, which is fair enough. I'll form a research agreement. Yeah, that seems good. Nice. I don't really want to spend the influence required to guarantee their independence just yet, but because that's quite pricey, and we need influence to expand so they don't cut us off. But oh, what the hell? We're not guaranteeing their independence as well. So he's on his way to build an observation post. He is on his way to Kugarug to secure our borders. That's going to cause some border friction. Actually, let's go look at our policies. Okay, edicts are also where all of the mod settings live. This has been heavily pruned. I'm happy about this. In the last version of this mod pack, there was an overwhelming amount of stuff in here that was just extremely difficult to understand or care about. This has been heavily improved. Good work. It's been pruned down to what is necessary. Policies. Right, okay, so here's the important stuff. So currently our expansionist policy makes it faster to build outposts and colonies, but causes border friction. So we probably want to change that to cooperative just as soon as we secure Kukurug. Yeah. Okay. War philosophy. I believe we want unrestricted wars because we want to be able to stamp out threats if they are a problem. Same reason we want indiscriminate bombardment. Native interference. This is the observation stations and such. Based on our background and what I think this machine empire would do, they would be willing to do whatever is necessary to protect the galaxy, so we'll set that to unrestricted. Native enlightenment, absolutely allowed. Same principle. First contact, always peaceful. Initial border status, open. Yep, that's fine. Purge. Again, to deal with to deal with troublemakers. Planet? What? Oh, I see. You know, we absolutely want balanced. We don't want any of that just yet. Balanced foreign policy, controlled foreign policy, intergalactic commerce, increases our crime, decreases our stability, increases our food upkeep, but makes people like us more. But we'll stick with balance for now. Environment, not a priority. That seems about right. Restricted. Access to information is restricted. That's not. That doesn't make sense. Consume alloy energy. Yeah, that seems about right. Animal protection. Well, we're trying to protect the universe, so that makes sense. But we need, yeah. Again, it's all gonna be aimed at like greater good. Naval agenda. This makes our naval capacity. Okay. So there's a so this should really probably read minor fleet focus, major fleet focus, minor station focus, major station focus, major station focus. We're looking to be defensive here. Fleet quality. Ship upkeep, monthly alloys. Standard seems good. Light defensive. Defensive. Oh, I see. Again, minor and major. Defensive. Tourism. Closed borders. That doesn't seem right. Visa. Oh, I see. Well, yeah. We got another node. This is mod option, mod option, mod option, mod option, mod option, mod option, mod option. Authority stance. Not available yet. Environmental regulation, yeah, moderate seems correct. Transportation and logistics. Yeah, unspecified. We want to prioritize them equally, I think. Drone crew doctrine. Quality protocol makes them better at fighting, but it takes away some of our naval capacity. Good lord, I can't speak today. Adaptive protocol improves the capacity, but makes them worse at fighting. And swarm protocol is just like, who cares? Throw drones at it until the problem goes away. I think standard. I think standard fits for now. Raid. I mean, we don't want to raid planets. That's not what we're in the business of here. We need to wipe out people who are a threat, or just chill. And similarly, we want to discover everything equally. Okay. Well, again, I'm gonna have to be right back 1 second. I apologize. So, I'll leave it paused, and I will be with you guys in just a moment. Okay, I've returned. Sorry about that. Okay, let's unpause and let's let our construction ship build an outpost in Kagarug, at which point we can change our stance and be like, no, we're not expansionist anymore. I know we just built an outpost on your borders. Don't worry about it. We're interested in working with you. Oh no. That sounds problematic. I'm reading these out. I'll try and remember to read them out. I'm not going to read out system messages and normal stuff, but I'll read out lore. Add a bit of flavor. How close are we? Okay, it's not too bad. Yeah, we're definitely gonna get it before Empire anyway. So to be honest, what we can do is we can switch our policy now, and we'll still get it in time, and we will not irritate them as soon as we build it.
Construction complete.
See? So yeah. Oh yeah, we should do this. Where's this? Kandara. Okay, well instead of surveying that, how about you go do this one? Yeah, this one. It's difficult to tell because some of them are just research the star. Okay, so yeah, you go do that first. And then you have built this, so now you can build these. I like alloys. I like energy credits.
Construction complete.
Splendid. Now go build me some other stuff. Observation first. Okay. So we have an observation first. We have an observation post. We have an observation post. We are your gods. Aggressive observation, passive observation. We're currently on passive observation. We're just watching them. Let's just watch them for now. I frankly don't know how much of this works. I don't think I've ever really interacted with that before. Magnetar, though. Oh, I think I can build an alloy forge around this thing. Oh, and this entire system just completely nullifies shields. Good to know. If I'm building defense platforms in that system, it's armor robust.
Successful.
Okay. Right. I don't really care about... Well... Food is nice, because I'm going to need it for upkeep, and I really don't want to build more farms than I have to. No. Let's take this, because I'm pretty sure this unlocks a lot of different stuff. A lot of energy. Okay, you can go back home. I'm pretty sure you consume... Hang on, do you have crew quarters? There's life, Jim, but not as we know it. The ISS Examiner in the solar system of Sol reports trace amounts of dung have been found in an underground cavern along with small streams of liquid water. It seems, it appears, some form of life exists on this otherwise dead planet. This is... Saturn. What is living here has unspiritually thus far eluded us. Interesting. Society research on Saturn. Very nice. Okay. What was I about to do? I don't know. Oh yes. Do you have crew quarters? not. Can we afford
Special
it?
project complete.
Oh! After spending an extended time studying the remarkable features of the planet below, that's star. That's definitely not a planet, but whatever. Our science matrix on board the ISS Investigator is ready to report its findings. Science Unit Z4, the real MVP, has reported the science matrix has made several additional discoveries studying this star. The additional data gathered here will greatly expand our simulational accuracy of the universe. So we gain some physics research, and we also gain the ability to look into plasma throwers. Nice. I'll take it. Right.
Construction complete.
Pause, please. I'm looking for things. No, you don't have crew quarters, and we can't do crew quarters because... Or service umbilicals. Yeah, service umbilicals, which are machine crew quarters. Because we don't have anchorages. We don't have anchorages because it's too busy being full of solar panels. Okay, and we don't really want anchorages in the same place as the shipyards anyway. Fine, I suppose. Let's just leave it for now. I don't really want to spend lots of alloys on those. We don't have a lot of alloys right now. That seems to me like it would be unwise to spend a lot of alloys on buildings when we don't have very many alloys. I'm going to turn this off because it's much easier to see what hasn't been built. Go... Let's go build the stuff here. Glorious League of Bafabas. Oh, they like us. Nice. How much do you like us? Fairly large amount. They are protective.
Construction
This
complete.
empire believes that we are weak and need their protection. Well, you're probably right, but we're gonna swing that one round on them. Real quick. Ooh, alien proto-civilization encountered. We've discovered a primitive mammalian culture on Sol 3. I wonder who that could be. The most advanced regions on the planet have only recently advanced beyond the Iron Age, and much of the surface is ruled by feudal nobles who vie with each other in an endless struggle for titles and land. Sol 3, otherwise known as Earth. Late medieval age, in 2200. Okay. Something slowed us down, folks. If we were only at late medieval in 2200. Let's go. Take advantage of the Sol system. Oh, hello. The spectral clockwork. The study of pulsars seems to be an endless source of insights, but they rarely exhibit any signs of overtly dangerous phenomena. This makes the recent observations on Epsilon Carinae all the more concerning. An initial scan revealed that the pulsar, in addition to its regular electromagnetic beam, is emitting a separate beam at a limited wavelength which is only visible in the same system at shorter and shorter intervals. According to initial calculations, the interval between these pulsars will reach 0 at date 2300.01.01. What occurs then is open to speculation, but the lack of explanations for the pulse is troubling. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. That's gonna be the mid-game crisis and this star is gonna explode or something. Oh boy. Okay, well, tell you what. I believe I can build an alloy forge around either this pulsar or this magnetar, and that makes my decision for me. Not this one, because that's gonna go horribly wrong. Fair enough. Duly noted. Well, I might be better positioned to defend the galaxy against the crisis than I thought, because it might happen inside my empire. Deep within the atmosphere of the gas giant Sol 6 in the Sol system rage extremely long-lasting tornadoes. These massive vortices move in the other direction the planet is spinning, at roughly the same speed, making them look like they never move. On top of that, the science ship ISS Examiner has so far never seen a vortex like this disappear. Seems like they last forever, too. Our exploration of Sol system is going slower than anticipated due to the discovery of a spectacular polar storm on the ISS Examiner. The storm is perfectly shaped like a pentagon. Very unique pressure and wind processes have shaped this near endlessly lasting storm into a perfect geometric shape. Neat. I have no idea why Saturn has a pentagon-shaped storm on it, but there it is. And that's a hexagon, not a pentagon. Get it together. Okay, tradition. So we need universal compatibility to do federations. So do I want to do all of Venerability first, or do I want to go whoops and take a sideline to Versatility, which is slower in terms of getting Ascension perks? No, you know what, we'll take this first. So research speed, influence is nice. Unity leads to rivalry. Everything leads to that. Huh. We'll take influence for now. We're gonna take all of it eventually. Oh yeah, so I haven't explained yet. Once we complete a tree, we get 5 out of 5. We get to take an Ascension perk. There are lots of these. And there are lots of these. Mercifully, it will gray. They're all gray at the moment because we don't have a slot, but once we have a slot, it will tell me what I can take. And I might have a quick look at the other ones to see where I want to go, but mostly I'll just look at the ones that are available to avoid having to look through 5 million Ascension perks. This mission can have unintended consequences. I love how ominous that is. I don't really want to "we are your gods" anybody, but I think we'll switch to aggressive observation. What could possibly go wrong? I mean, we want to uplift them, is what we want to do. So they can become part of the Great Galactic Defense Force.
Anomalous surface variable.
Yeah,
detected.
no, not right now. That's a bit tricky. I don't really want it to take literal years to survey this system. Oh, you're not doing anything. Oh, of course you're not doing anything. This system isn't fully surveyed yet. Here he is, though. Yeah, we're on fast. I don't really want to go to fastest.
System
Unless and until there's just
complete.
nothing happening for a long time. Okay, well...
Technological acquisition successful.
Let's just go see what's over here. Okay. Processor efficiency. Nice. Nice. Deep drills. I think we're fine. Coil guns, always helpful. I don't want to pass up on afterburners. Afterburners are amazing. Sublight speed is one of the best things to have in this game. Form a non-aggression pact. Yes. Yes, please. I have no intention of going to war with you whatsoever. I quite like you.
System survey complete.
Yes, very good. Systems. Ooh, that one. Oh yeah, we know about that one. Sol system has been fully surveyed. Excellent, which means I can now build an outpost in it. And you cannot go here. I will eventually unlock the ability to do this, but we need technology for it. Okay, well, our borders are open. Go do this project while our borders are open, in case they change their mind. Because there's no other A-class stars very nearby. Okay, so our Empire Sprawl is fine, our star-based capacity is 1, because we haven't upgraded anything yet. Yeah, so star-based capacity, these are all of the systems I control are outposts. Excuse me. A government agent that used to work for us has recently sold our secrets to a potential enemy of ours. I don't know who that would be, we don't have any. We do not know who she sent the secrets to, but we should prepare for anything. That's too bad, or this will not be tolerated. Jail her. This will not be tolerated. anything that jeopardizes the mission is unacceptable.
Construction complete.
Okay, we can't get those minerals because they're on the same planet as the volatile gases, and we can't build a mining station there until we learn how to deal with volatile gases. So, if we send this here construction ship over to here, because I definitely don't want to lose that planet, that system, because it has a lot of good stuff in it. Okay.
Construction complete.
Excellent. So if you could build me an observation post, then a research station, then all of those mining stations. If you shift and right click, you can queue up orders, which is very nice, very helpful. And will likely result in me going, hey, it's done. Which one was done? And none of them are idle. A lot. Because I've already queued up more orders. It still tells you when it's done. They won't be marked as idle because they have something to do. Aggressive observation. Yeah, we like that. Human civilization. There we go. Purity order. Oh, hello.
Alert.
Demand tribute. Ha. Well, that's rude. Oh, I have to pause. Well, otherwise this gets auto-declined. So the question here is, do we cave, which we can absolutely afford to do, just about, or do we decline and start building our fleet to get these guys to actually respect us rather than just try and exploit us? Let's decline. And then let's immediately start building up this fleet. So assign leader. I want me an admiral. And I want me an admiral who... We'll go with ship upkeep. And then I want this fleet to be... Yeah, so I've kind of neglected my fleet a little bit at the moment. So if we just bump this up to 10 ships, which we can't afford right now, but we... Just kidding, we definitely can. Let's sell 3,000 minerals and buy enough alloys. And then let's reinforce the fleet, which will hopefully bring our military power a little bit more in line with them. In fact, we should be able to see how much fleet power do they have. 1k to 2.5k. They have more than 1k fleet power. I have to assume that includes stations. God, I hope so. Okay. Otherwise I stand no chance of stopping them from trying to invade me. This could be a short playthrough. And what we're also going to do is we're going to go to Kugarug here. And we're going to... We want to upgrade this to a starport, which we can already afford. So we're going to make this a bona fide starbase. So we can build defense platforms there and kind of put up a wall. That's the plan anyway.
Special project complete.
They have revoked our guarantee. Strange that. Okay, an A-type star. This light blue star is relatively young to the other stars, yet among the most brightest. Oh, is relatively young to the other stars, yet among the most brightest. English. Yet among the brightest. They are large and rotate very quickly, and will eventually slow down and turn into a red giant given a few million years. They will indeed. So let's get my science ship out of that empire before they declare war on me. That seems like a smart choice. Okay, then let's play. Oh boy. This could go very wrong very quickly. Actually, let's move this fleet out once it's finished being reinforced. Hello? Ah, strange. Yeah, let's shift this fleet out to Kukurug. Hang on a second. Will you guys give me an active sensor link? You will. What will it take? $24 energy credits. You got yourself a deal. Okay, so now I can see their system. This is important because, I mean, I should have done this sooner. But, this is their fleet. They have 22 corvettes. 14 of one class and 8 of another. Oh, they're the same class. It's just some of them will be up to date and some of them won't be. Okay, what's the skinny? 72 power per. These have 82 power per. So most of them have lots of mass drivers, which are good against shields. That's bad. And lots of shields, which are good against lasers. That's bad. Okay, so they directly counter me. Ha. And what about these guys? Blue lasers. And afterburners. Okay, so I should... this is gonna cost me quite a lot. What would happen if I were to change the ship design to mirror, to counter them? Well, let's not unnecessarily change things. So really, all I want to do is this. I'd ideally like afterburners, but I haven't got them. If I do that, this fleet now needs upgrading. How much is that going to cost? I'll tolerate it.
Technological acquisition successful.
Positronic CPUs. Yeah, positronic CPUs. Okay, how's this fleet doing?
Construction complete.
And it is upgraded.
Completed.
Get on your way, folks. We're gonna need you. Potentially. So, this fleet now looks weaker. I'm aware. It now looks like it has less power. I think it had 700 and something before. It now has 500 and something. I don't know why. I don't write the algorithm, but it much better counters what they have. This is like that fleet power number is really guidelines, honestly. It's not really very helpful for evaluating the power of a fleet. It's much more useful to compare it to what you're trying to fight. So, if we were to sell another 1,000 minerals, and then buy as many alloys as we can get our grubby little hands on. That's not as many as I'd hoped. That is definitely not as many as I'd hoped. Okay, well, let's set the goal to... You know what? Let's just plan for a really big fleet of corvettes for now. So we're gonna aim... How do you do it? We're gonna aim for 16, which we can do already. And then we're gonna reinforce that fleet while it's in transit. Which means they'll just kind of get there over time.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
That's easy, so we'll research that.
Construction complete.
Kukurug Starbase finished its I see. Starbase. Okay, well, that's nice. So, how about you explore that? I want to sort of figure out the extent of this here. Okay. Plasma throwers. These do... So these are like lasers on steroids, basically. They do... a little bit more damage, but more specifically, they are more aggressively specialized. So they're very, very good against armor and hull. But they are absolutely trash against shields. However, given how many magnetars and pulsars we have around us, it might be nice to have. But on the contrary, these use 7, these use 10. These have a range of 40, these have a range of 40. It's kind of whatever. And lasers are more versatile and open up a broader path. So we'll pause on the plasma throwers for now. We'll take the lasers instead. Yeah, so see, reinforcements in transit. That's what happens if you reinforce a fleet that isn't sitting at a starbase. Oh, this observation post can also... Oh, hello. What do we have? Passive observation, aggressive observation, technological enlightenment. Okay. So we can basically make them a little mini vassal system. Can we do that with the other one yet? Okay, no, they're too far away. Huh. Do we want to do that? That could be problematic. Ah, what the hell? Ooh, that... Maybe now isn't the time. Maybe we'll wait until... Oh, hello. While scanning the ship, the ISS Examiner crew came across something devastating. The ship was more of an escape pod, on an escape trajectory from their home planet, which according to what is left, the crew can read, was a dying planet. The disaster that occurred on their home planet must have been extremely devastating, as whoever launched it missed its target. So...
Executing evasion protocols.
Oh. Pause. Yes, maybe we'll wait to uplift the humans until after we establish that our friends down here aren't going to attack us. I mean, they have a positive relation. They're friendly. But they did try to demand tribute from us. Okay, they're not going to try that again. They do have a Casus Belli on us. Maybe. Maybe they don't anymore. Okay, I might be being overly paranoid. I think we may actually just be good now. Let's form a defensive pact. Oh, you... stop being evasive. I'll manage you myself. What did you see? You saw... Space amoebas! You are there. If you could just mosey on over to the... One, two, three. 1, 2, this one.
Construction complete.
That would be splendid. Excellent. Just don't go anywhere near the space that we've got. Mining station. Okay. Means you're done. You're done with Sol. Sol has been explored. So go and build me an outpost in... We don't have alloys. Go over there for now. Yes, you can see these little baby ships trying to catch up with the big fleet. That's just how it goes. Life finds a way. A large, mostly sealed cavern system has been found on Afris 3A. A small drone of ours had penetrated the surface of this world to do a mineral and soil study and stumbled upon this cave system by accident. To all our surprise, it is filled with life. A sprawling, self-sustaining ecosystem has managed to survive here. This world must have supported a much wider variety of life at some point in its life cycle. Neat. Yeah, we'll get that. Okay, so... Space amoebas are fine. So it's looking positive. It's looking like we can try and push out into this area of the galaxy. He said. I still want a base here, even if these guys are friendly. Friendly is a relative term in Stellaris, and it doesn't usually last very long. Not until we get everyone under our control in the galactic community, then it'll all go nicely. But until then, we have to be a little bit circumspect. So let's come here. Floating trees. A deep scan of the gas giant Afris 2 has revealed a strange new undiscovered phenomenon. Spread out across the gas giant's upper gas layer are small pockets of floating flora, small islands of roots and vegetation mostly in tree form. The leaves and branches are huge and extremely light and sway with every gust of wind. The flowers are shaped like giant semi-transparent elongated balloons. Their giant floaty leaves simultaneously absorb the little sunlight they get and the various base chemicals found in the gas giant. More society research. Very nice. This is huge. This is really like... Remember, we're like looking at this most of the time. This is the galaxy. Okay. Just like to zoom out and remind myself every now and again. Well, we can't get this until we do everything, but I think we care more about science. Well, Unity makes this faster. Yeah, let's do Unity. We've got pretty acceptable science output for the stage we are in the game. Unity will help us get the traditions faster. How's this doing anyway? Okay, so we have a spare building slot.
Technological acquisition
What has been built? Oh, more research labs. Yeah, that checks out. We have a spare slot, but we also have 2 free jobs, so there's no need to build anything yet. How's production going? 3.6. Okay, can we speed that up? No. That's the opposite of what we want. No. Okay. Yeah, we'll need to look into that. Research. Afterburners. Yes, that's what we want. Corvette build speed and cost, mining station output, Corvette hulls. Corvette hulls seems really rather nice, given that Corvettes have not a lot of hull, and this moves it from not a lot to a noticeable amount more. Oh yeah, this is now a starbase. So what do we want here? We want a shipyard. That was sort of the whole point. And we want some defense, potentially. Although maybe we don't need to be as aggressive about that now, but I always like having some defense on my fringe bases, which this is. So we'll go with defense. So already this has 2 medium guns on it and a missile. Want more guns or more missiles? I think missiles, they are better in the long term. Because what I actually want is hangar bays. So do I wait, given that it's not a priority now? Do I wait and get hangar bays once we unlock strikecraft? I think... Well, because I want missiles and strikecraft, but missiles are only good if I can have swarm missiles. We will wait. We'll just build a shipyard. And then we'll build... What do we got here? Oh, thanks. I can definitely read that. Okay. Oh. Well, that's nice to have, but that's very expensive. Let's go to the market. Let's sell 500 of these. Let's buy 250 of these. And then let's go here to our home world. And let's build orbital refineries and research facilities. More alloys and more science. And then let's go out here to our new starbase. And once it's finished building the shipyard, let's build orbital refineries and research facilities. And we'll stick with that. I don't think I actually need these solar panels, given how much energy credits we're making. So I could replace them. But we'll leave it for now, especially considering I can't afford to replace it anyway. They very well might get replaced with, I don't know, maybe anchorages, maybe more shipyards. Not sure. Yeah, I don't want too many shipyards, but in this instance, I want to be able to make ships at the edges of my empire, and not have to move my current fleet halfway across the universe to upgrade. Ship designer, why don't you have afterburners in? Because I didn't tell you to put them in. It's not an upgrade, it's just a thing. You consume 10 power, so this is fine, and save, and yes, and we will not upgrade them yet. Partly because we can't afford it. Oh, we can. But mostly because this starbase will eventually have a shipyard in just under a year. So we'll wait. We'll just upgrade them in place. You're not doing anything. Why are you not doing anything? Because I didn't tell you to do anything. Go survey that. Do I need more construction ships?
Anomalous surface variable detected.
I need more science ships. No, I think we're fine. Okay, leave that be for now. Takes too long.
System survey.
We'll do anomaly research in a bit. You go survey complete. This. You are doing that. You can do this. You definitely can't. We don't have enough allies, but we'll get there. Okay, we've got plenty of administrative capacity. One of the amazing things about playing a ringworld start is it's extremely friendly on the Empire Sprawl. It would seem. Well, that could be machines, could be ringworld, could be both. Oh, having 30 extra bonus capacity from the processing capacity service is probably pretty clutch, so that's machines. Machines doing that work. An intriguing discovery. A mining station in TFL-54314-N reports that they have found something very interesting. Fossils. Mixed in with the ore from the latest excavation, they found fossils of life forms resembling large insects. Our initial survey of TFL-54314-N showed that the asteroid was a fragment of a planet that exploded and found traces of long dead bacteria in the rock, but this is our first indication that the planet had macroscopic life forms. The miners are requesting a science ship to investigate. Yes, absolutely. You will have your science ship. It may not be immediately, but you will have your science ship. Oh yeah, we should figure out who these are. I mean, I know what they are. They're space amoebas, but still.
System survey complete.
Okay. Shipyard is finished being built, so we can now upgrade these. Surveyed. Oh, that was a small system. Excellent. That's excellent news, because I'm trying to move out through here to secure these 2 choke points at Omicron Andromedae and Z and I. So the more tiny systems, the better. Because it'll make that a hell of a lot faster. Okay, this fleet's done. That's nearly 1k fleet power. That's nice. We like that. So this'll just sort of sit there and mean that we're not totally useless. Still weaker than these guys. How much weaker? Yeah, pretty heavily weaker. How big is this fleet? They're militarists. They're going to build a huge fleet. Whatever. We'll just leverage it by tricking them into. I mean, encouraging them to form a federation, and then making a giant federation fleet and piloting that instead. Let them do the building for us. Well, this is a nice peaceful corner of the galaxy. Ah.
Special project
That's not
complete.
good. Yeah.
Situation log adjusted.
Stop. Okay. Yes. It's gonna take a while, but it's probably gonna be worth it, because hopefully we get regenerative hull tissue out of that. You're doing nothing. That's no good. Build me a starbase. You're doing nothing, because you no longer have enough alloys. Damn it. You did have enough alloys. Well, you are building a starbase. What? So why can't you... Is it really 150? Oh, whatever. I don't really want that one anyway. I want this one. This one's whatever. It's a planet. Okay. No one's going to colonize it behind my empire, so... Not a big priority right now. One free job. I really I need to look into some ways
Construction complete.
Faster growth. I mean, the obvious choice is to colonize planets, but
System survey complete.
no. I really want to not do that if possible. I want to try and just wait until I can build habitats and do that. That might prove implausible though. Good gravy, they are so expensive. Maybe we'll have to colonize some planets. We'll see. You are going to build that. You go build that. You go survey that. Thank you. Choke point here. A section we could maybe consume. And then this is another choke point as well.
Construction complete.
Oh yeah, these things. These are civilian vessels. I have a mod that adds these and they move about. Makes your empire feel a bit more alive. They don't actually do anything. What just finished? That was a starbase construction. Okay, I don't care about that. That's extremely whatever. We have enough minerals to sustain a load of alloy production, so that's good. I really want to be able to build an alloy forge in orbit of this magnetar, but there's a lot of research that goes into that. Because we're burning through them alloys. Trying to expand. Jeez, if I click this, yeah, I am allowed to colonize it. It just has kind of garbage habitability. Why doesn't matter, does it? Because we're not. We're robots. Well, eventually I'll be able to turn these into machine worlds. Probably. So
Technological acquisition successful.
I don't know. Maybe we do that. Maybe we don't. I kind of like the idea of just living in the ring until I can build habitats, but I'm just hoping that isn't unrealistic. to expect to be able to do that. That's a quaternary system? Wow! That's a lot of stars. Is this a nebula? Yeah, it is. That's a lot of stars in one place.
Construction.
I mean, admittedly, 2 of them are tiny, but I love this. I love all these tiny systems. It's amazing. I mean, it's not because they're not going to be worth the upkeep, but it means I can claim this space quickly.
System survey complete.
It's just nothing here. It's great. There's going to be plenty of space for mega structures too, which is good. Go survey this. Whoa. Okay, no, that's fine. Need more alloys. Always need more alloys. Yeah, fine. Whatever. Give me some alloys. God, I'm driving the price of alloys so high. Oh, that's gonna come back to bite me at some point. That is definitely gonna come back to bite me at some point. Why aren't these? Oh, they can now upgrade to blue lasers. Alloys. We'll hold off on that. We'll hold off on that for now because it's yet more alloys. Okay, so these space amoeba will be passive. So as long as I don't go into any of that system and try and mess with them, they'll just sort of chill. So I can safely build around them. I can honestly even go into the system. They're usually pretty placid, but
Construction complete.
not until I do this. Once I do that, I think they're done from hostile to neutral. Okay, go build the thing. You don't have enough influence. Oh no. Okay, well that's a problem I can't fix with money.
Construction complete.
So we'll just wait a little bit. That's a problem I can eventually fix with money, but a long way into the future. I want this to be a hangar bay, so I don't really want to build anything there yet. This icon is annoying me though.
Construction complete.
I'll go back and build all of the
Technological acquisition successful.
I'll go back and build all of the like mining stations and stuff in these systems once I have claimed them. Corvette hulls. Very nice. Ah, carrier operations, yes. Don't even need to look at the rest. I love StarCraft. In the base game, they're pretty terrible. In the mod pack, I don't know how good they are, but I love them, so I like going for a strike craft focused fleet. And then a bunch of corvettes carrying huge amounts of swarm missiles that deceive the enemy point defense so that my strike craft can do stuff, or my strike craft didn't deceive the enemy point defense so that my missiles can do stuff. Hopefully I just don't come up against an empire that has a ridiculous amount of point defense. That would be bad. Okay. Be very bad. Sol 3, ethic changes. There's been a sweeping change in the ways of the primitive humans since we began aggressively observing members of their species all over Sol 3. Their hatred of our abduction shuttles has made them extremely mistrustful of anything they consider foreign, while at the same time strengthening the bonds they feel towards their own culture and species. I've made a bunch of xenophobes, haven't I? Crap. I now can't. Oh, fuck. Well, it did say it would have unintended consequences. That's pretty unintended. Well. Do you have enough influence now? You do. Excellent. Go build this. You got nothing else to do.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
Stop. Lots of things. Okay. It's a beacon. Sure, I don't have enough influence to colonize it yet anyway, so... to claim it yet anyway. Okay, research speed or influence gained from rivals. We don't have any rivals. I don't really want rivals, so we'll have to take it eventually, but I'd rather have the research speed sooner. Anomaly is getting researched because we're being slowed down by our lack of influence. Such is life. I could have probably done
project complete.
this and something here and this, and yeah, I didn't. So, okay, so flagella or regenerative hull tissue? Definitely regenerative hull tissue. I already have. We'll just take this. The flagella are nice, slight increase in sublight speed, but I already have stuff for repairing ships. So when you stack this on top of regenerative hull tissue, things get very nice. I'm gonna try and stack. The idea that I'm going for here is I'm gonna try and stack as much hull regeneration and armor regeneration, everything regeneration as possible, and as many strike craft as possible, and just bombard and then survive and run away and then come back and bombard again. If I need to fight things. I don't want to fight anything but the crisis if I don't have to, but I'll probably have to. Oh, hello. It would appear that the asteroid H77543114-N, that's catchy, is not an asteroid at all, but rather a highly advanced swarm of nanobots. While the creator of the swarm is unknown, its purpose has been fairly easily deduced. By sending out a subspace signal, the swarm can detect the echoes of every object present in the system, recording any ships in the vicinity. Whether this was, or maybe even still is, used for surveillance, research, or some other purpose is unknown. But what is clear is that it was not meant to be found. In order to maintain secrecy, the nanobots adopt the guise of an unassuming asteroid. Any disturbances on the surface by collisions are automatically repaired by the swarm before they continue their passive surveillance of the system. By launching missiles and various other objects at H77-54314-N, we can watch the nanobots go about their work of repairing the asteroid, giving us a glimpse of nanorobotics far more advanced than our current understanding of them.
Construction complete.
I mean, that's just engineering research, but it would be nice if that was actual nanorobotics that we can use to repair our ships and stuff, but it's not. It's just engineering research. Still, we need that, so I'm not complaining. Large fish. Okay. As our fishermen went to search for more fish to harvest, they came across an amazing discovery. A massive school of large fish, and of course caught as many as they could. Good or sell the fish? Well, definitely influence. That's not even... Yeah, keep the fish. Display them to anyone who will listen. I mean, not that you can listen to fish. Look, you get the point.
Technological acquisition successful.
Right. That's hilariously expensive, although we have half of it already. Yes, let's do it. It's too good to pass up.
System survey complete.
The atmosphere of Z Indi 4 is so dense it mimics the flow of a liquid. While extremely improbable for a gas giant to have such a dense gas, it is not impossible. It is believed a combination of high gravity and very fast planetary spin and extreme countermotion in the gas giant's atmosphere is the reason for this unusual phenomenon, which has gifted us 150 physics research. Excellent. And the Z Indi system has been fully surveyed. So go start surveying of stuff. The holes, I guess. I don't really want to push out into here until I have a better foothold of this. And I don't know why not. Might as well. Still perfectly fine on sprawl, and the more systems we control, the more bastions we can build at the edges. Construction complete. How close are you to being done? Not very close, so you can go build a mineral station first. Wait, was that 2? Yeah, okay, that probably saves time. If nothing else, you can just build that and then... Well, there's these, but... It'll be fine. I want these set to evasive so that they tell me if they go into something hostile, but then I usually pause the game, go and set them to passive and control them manually. But setting them to evasive just means I get a big, loud notification. I very rarely want them to just actually run away. God, that's a busy system. Unusual crystals appear to be protruding from the asteroid named AZ-11-186 in the solar system Omicron Andromedae. The science ship ISS Examiner has identified the crystals unusual, but natural forming. It is theorized this asteroid was part of a large moon at some point in its life. The crystals are the result of intense heat and pressure from when the asteroid was still a deep part in the moon. Engineering research. AZ-11-186. Strategic resource discovered. During its survey of AZ-11-186, the ISS Examiner discovered deposits of rare crystals. These crystals have properties that make them extremely effective in focusing laser beams, and they are also a critical component in most advanced electronics. In addition, many cultures treasure them as decorations and adornments. While we do not yet possess the means to extract this resource, we should seriously consider establishing control of the system for future exploitation. Already one step ahead of you. Where was that? Oh, Omicron Andromedae. Yeah, obviously. Neat. Archaeological site. Yeah, we'll get to this in a minute. I frankly have not enough science ships and too many scientific projects to be worrying about archaeology sites just yet. System survey complete. Okay, very good. You are building that, and then you can go and build that. Do I want another science ship yet? Oh. Oh, this is a nebula.
Technological acquisition successful.
Get some really advanced lasers. I'm going to take FTL inhibitors. They're a bit too necessary to pass up. If you don't have those, people can just kind of walk through your systems and wreak havoc. But if you have FTL inhibitors, they have to fight where you say so, pretty much.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
Yeah, why not?
Construction complete.
Do I have enough? Yeah, you know what? Let's make another science ship. Let's hire another scientist. Anomaly research speed. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I want you for. Construction complete. You are doing nothing. You should. Let's build me some mining stations in this system. There's actually some stuff in this system. I mean, not much. But... These people still like me? Excellent, they like me a lot. Still very strong, but as long as they remain friendly, I'm fine with that. Huh. Okay. The fleet's getting stronger. Solar Sailor. We've discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Yamata 5. The sublight vessel was built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand years old. One of the massive sails has a large tear where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. Although the technology of the ship is severely outdated, it does possess some interesting engineering design choices.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
Seems sure enough to me. Ooh, 2 planets. One of which is an Atacama world? Which has a base 75% habitability. Oh, it has 75% habitability. Why does it have that? Oh, perfect seasons and... Yeah, okay. Huh. Neat. Cool. Well, that's pretty good. It's a long way away. It would be a different sector. Whilst this looks like quite a nice sort of
technological acquisition
uniform
successful.
Blob of an empire, the fact that we're on Spiral Galaxy actually makes it pretty spread out. Oh, hello. The ISS Examiner crew have made some astonishing discoveries on Theta Apodus 4. Where's that? Oh, it's this one. Hey, hello. The abandoned primitive settlements first seen from orbit were once inhabited by a society of reptiles that still populate the planet, but have now since lost all capacity for sapient thought. Investigating how these creatures devolved from a tool-making agrarian society into mere beasts, Unit B7 made an unexpected find. The burial remains of the settlement-dwelling reptiles possess a spinocranial organ not observed among their now bestial counterparts. Testing has revealed these organs to be another species entirely, a sort of neural symbiont that connects with the host's brainstem via external attachment to the spine. These symbionts can still be found in hot springs on the planet's surface. It seems the union between the two species triggered the temporary uplift of the reptiles. What later interrupted this symbiosis, however, remains unknown. Organic societies, as fleeting as they are chaotic. Pop assembly speed. Very clutch, because we're not colonizing widely yet, so yes. And I will possibly even go so far as to manually build one of those when we hit 40, to make sure that the auto thing doesn't deprioritize it. Okay, science ship, you now have a scientist. You are specialized in researching anomalies. Go research some anomalies. Go do these, and then go do those. And while you're at it, go do these. I don't actually know how many that is. It's 4. I'll take a while. Yep, so we're going to go back and we're going to make sure we grab up all of the anomalies we initially skipped in our rush to expand. 2216. We are 16% of the way to the first crisis, and that may very well be this star blowing up. Oh, that's ominous. That's highly ominous. Encountering Zyvagenus. Lambda aliens. Where's Zyvagenus? Here. Lambda aliens. What? Okay. Let's take a gander. Probably another sentient species, probably another empire, like here. Okay. What are we researching right now? What is this?
A foreign entity has decrypted our communications.
Large green clouds can be seen from far away when looking at the gas giant Yamata no Orochi X-10. Its vibrant green is in stark contrast with the white-yellowish cloud layers and the dark brown bands of denser gas. Our science ship ISS Investigator, currently surveying the system of Yamata no Orochi, has discovered these green clouds are actually a life form. Tiny plankton-like life forms float across the upper layers of the gas giant, absorbing both the gases and sunlight in order to grow, multiply, and survive. We have also established communications with the Zataban Freehold. You are hopeless pessimists. I feel you, buddy. Fanatic cooperative, fanatic militarist, libertarian. Okay.
Construction complete.
Pause. Okay. What do you think of us? You are fairly happy. Nice. Well, we've already established good relations with these guys. And only 200 of those good relations 400 of those good relations are coming from improving the relations directly. However, we're about to not be a new contact. We're about to not have refused subjugation. The border friction is whatever. The trust is high, so we can move our one envoy to here without buggering up our relations with our neighbors. Excellent. So we can make these guys happy too. Hopefully we can lead a federation containing all 3 of these shortly. Just construction ship. You have finished building Starbase. Excellent. So we have now sort of mostly secured this area of space. Go build me some mining stations and some research stations. Thank you very much. So we get lots of society research from these observations. I just hope they don't rise up and bite us on the ass, which they might. We'll find out. Okay, what's cracking? You can build that. Yes, good. You are building that. There's an anomaly there. Where's that anomaly? Oh, the star itself. Oh, it's the platform. I should probably go research that, because that could reveal a clue about the old 2300 problem.
System survey complete. Anomalous surface variable detected.
Yeah, go for it. 75 seems like a decent amount of time. You have finished doing that. Excellent. You know what? Actually, you are going to go and research that. I'm now
complete.
Sufficiently paranoid about that I want it researched. Let's go build an outpost here, because this is still a choke point. So even if there are people right here, I don't mind building here. I don't want to build into here unless I know I can build on this planet here, this system here. Basically, the rule is you want there to be a single point of failure. It doesn't matter if there's multiple ways in. You want a single point you can defend. You can put up a wall. It matters that there's only one way out into your empire. Well, it's not entirely true. Basically, it just needs to be a choke point. You need to guarantee that people are going to have to move through it to get into your empire. That's the point. Okay. 42 years and 3 days. A closer scan of the debris field around Theta Apodus D has led to the discovery of an airtight capsule containing an atomic clock that measures time with unparalleled precision. It has a frequency uncertainty so low that it will be another 879 million years before it gains a single second, and it is counting down to a date 42 years and 3 days away. The capsule holds no clues as to what this date signifies, or who the owners are, but it seems as though someone out there has lost track of the time. We can either keep an eye on it, or we can destroy it. Keep an eye on it. What's the worst that could happen? In fact, don't answer that. Really is quite a peaceful corner of the galaxy. The temperature of Theta Apodus B2. B2. I assume the... Oh, it's a binary system. It's actually another quaternary system. What's the game called again? Paired star GGKK. Yeah, it's two binaries overriding each other. The temperature of Theta Apodus B2 is several magnitudes higher than what is expected for this type of gas giant. It appears an unusual dense core of unknown material is producing a lot of heat. The atmosphere is so hot, our probes are unable to reach the inner part of the gas giant to study what the core could be made out of. Alarming. But hey, engineering research.
System survey complete.
Okay, well, let's go survey this one. When have I've figured out what the amoeba are? Why are they still hostile? Ooh, new aliens. you aliens, in fact. Okay, so that's just general. Or I guess we can just have you build this. Seems like a useful system to control. Okay.
Construction complete.
Construction complete.
Special project complete.
Yeah, whoa. T-Yankee. Oh, cool. Space whales. The spaceborne life forms, which we call T-Yankee, are docile creatures. Capable of accessing some lower dimension of subspace, they roam from system to system with remarkable ease. They graze on gases common to the upper layers of many gas giants. It's highly unlikely, to say the least, that this is their only food source, but intake of other nutrients is yet to be observed. They will not attack unless provoked, and they can safely be ignored. Yeah, hunting them would be a net loss anyway. We've completed machine parts assembly. Okay. No. Oh, you have to. Actually, no, because if you do that, then it's just gonna keep doing that, isn't it? Okay. When are we gonna get a new pop? Oh god. Okay. Let's turn this. Let's temporarily turn that off. Okay. Oh no, more research. So destroyers are really helpful. They're the next class of ship. And to move up the ship sort of tree, we have to get those. But then again, so are fusion missiles because they unlock access to swarm missiles, and improved starcraft because they're improved starcraft. Oh crap. The thing with this is as well, once you unlock a so this list of 4 technologies, if I pick one and research it, not only will I get a new list of 4, but the other 3 will be extremely unlikely to appear in that list of 4. So whichever one of these I pick now, I will not see the other 2 next time, almost certainly. I think I'm gonna go with destroyers. I think that's the play for several reasons. One, it eventually leads. You need to move through the ship construction to get to megastructures. And also, it's just generally helpful. The strikecraft and fusion missiles are like niche good, but I will need destroyers eventually. It is certain. So let's do that. So many things. Thermal-driven outflow. Closer inspection of the platform orbiting Pi Scuti has revealed that it is of complex, somewhat erratic alien design. The waterproofed machinery and advanced climate control suggests it was built for a lifeform that secreted a rich amount of fluids, very likely of the molluscoid variety. Before falling into disrepair, microwave beams were used to heat regions of the star's atmosphere, provoking large sustained eruptions that increased the solar wind outflow significantly. The energy was then harvested with an orbital mine. The platform is designed around some highly experimental concepts. So we can repair the platform, we can weaponize the beams, or we can leave. So if we weaponize the beams, it'll probably give us some sort of way to use some sort of energy weapon, basically. If we repair the platform, it'll probably give us a bunch of money. I'm going to repair the platform.
Situation log adjusted.
I think that fits us a little bit better. We don't really desire to, we don't really desire to fry anything with microwave beams if we don't have to, and the money will help us protect things more generally. Cool. This one. I've been trying to get this construction ship to do something for a while, but I keep getting interrupted by things. Okay. You want to do this, and you want to do that. Just fill out that whole system for me. And you go research this. And then, once again, I'm afraid I'm going to have to be right back. So I will back in a moment. Sorry about that. I am back. Let's get this back underway. I don't want to leave it running while I'm away, in case someone declares war on me and everything goes to pot. Not that I think that's terribly likely, but you never know. Well, we definitely have enough alloys to not worry too much about just upgrading these guys now. So let's do that. We have to do it again. So it should be mentioned that upgrading ships costs more than that.
Technological acquisition
If it
successful.
costs, say, red lasers cost 10 and blue lasers cost 20, upgrading the ship will cost like 11, not 10. But upgrading lots of things at once and upgrading things one at a time as you get them, exactly the same. It just takes more time because your starbase can theoretically be using all of that dead time. But if it's not, then it doesn't matter. And we're not pumping out ships at the moment, so upgrading them iteratively doesn't matter. So for example, I'm going to have to upgrade them again if I want to put regenerative hull tissue on them. Which I might. We'll see, because it means I can't put afterburners on. But I think I'll take it. L_space_whale_weapon. Yeah, that's bugged. I'm gonna not use that. 1,000 damage per second because there's no cooldown, but they have no range and no track. Yeah, okay. But if that shows up in the menu anywhere, I'm just gonna not use that. Found a bug. Food.
Ship augmentations
Now
completed.
seems like a good time for food. Because we're on 0 upkeep. I don't really want this to happen. I don't want to really have to worry about more food, you know? Okay. You can't build any more of these, sadly. That would be a little bit too easy. You have surveyed that system. Please go and survey. Will the amoeba attack me? They probably will. They won't if I just go through the system. If I try and survey the system, they'll probably have something to say about it.
Construction complete.
Okay. Let's build some more stuff.
Technological acquisition successful.
FTL inhibitors. Nice. I think we want improved deflectors here. Okay. No choice. And then soon we will get this one, which is nice. And once we get that one, we'll get an ascension pack, which will be excellent news. We do have storage capacities on these things, but they're quite high. We do not have storage capacity on processing capacity, of which we have a ridiculous quantity. But I don't think that actually helps us. I think just the fact that we're running at a surplus helps us, and the sort of bank we build up will... Yeah, so this is based on the ratios, so the fact that we are building a surplus is important. The bank that we build up, I guess, probably helps us continue to operate in a deficit, so it's nice that we build up a bank, but meh. One of the many moons circling Sol 8 has a terminal orbit. It will soon collide with the gas giant in what is sure to be a massive impact event. This event has been millions of years in the making, and it is a startling coincidence that the impact has been fated to occur just after a visit by one of our ships. Many of our scientists wish to observe and record the event, but we only have a narrow window before it's too late.
Situation log adjusted.
Time project. Also, yeah, I'm aware about that one. Yeah, they're quite strong. I don't really especially want to mess with them. Sol. Okay, so this is a timed project. So rather than do what I just told you, you should go do that instead. While you're there. We'll sort the rest out later. But that is indeed a tight time window, so... Gestalt consciousness, never have factors. Yeah, you're damn right. Trade deal duration expired. Oh, active sensor link. Yeah, that's fine, we don't need it anymore. We only needed it while I was worried they'd go to war with us. How's relations looking? Pretty good. The signal. Recent violent Recent violent solar winds have caused Lucii 3 to lose some of its atmosphere, and it appears that signals trapped in the planet's thick atmosphere have begun to flow back into space. In the aftermath of the solar wind, the signal was still mixed with noise, but as the stars stabilized, the signal became cleaner. According to our scientists, signals are sent from the planet's surface. Archaeological teams are moving to that point. Great! More archaeology sites. It's actually pretty good. I just don't have the scientists to research them all right now. Having said that, this guy has nothing to do. You're going to sort that out. Yeah, you know what? Knock yourself out.
Anomalous surface variable detected.
75 is fine. Hey, okay, so now we have the FTL inhibitor attack.
Special project.
Anywhere we have something bigger than an outpost, we get an FTL inhibitor. Okay. We were successful in our attempt to record the collision between Sol 8 and its moon. The event was captured from several different angles and transmitted live throughout space. Our space. Most importantly, our scientists under the leadership of Unit F3 were able to record a large amount of valuable physics data that will surely benefit our research. Ah, nice. 150 physics research is not to be sniffed at. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Let's go research anomalies, please. There's 2 in that system. Okay. Oh, just calm down. You'll be fine. Just chill. The ISS examiner confirms that the moon Omicron Pictoris 1A is indeed not of this system. It looks like some force propelled this moon across the galaxy from its home system, and after eons of traveling as a rogue planet, it was finally captured by the gravity of Omicron Pictoris 1. For engineering research. Very nice. So why are you pissed off at each other? It's gonna make forming a federation a big pain in the ass. Whatever. It's not like I can form a federation now anyway, and I don't think I can have any effect. Like I can't offer a trade deal of calm the fuck down, can I? They're not gonna like me because I'm friends with one of their rivals. Well, hang on. Can I just lock up this whole situation by I'm in a defensive pact with these guys? So if I just guarantee these guys' independence, that's gonna cost me influence. I don't have a lot of influence to spare. Could I just lock it up entirely by being on both sides? Whatever. I don't want to spend the influence.
Technological acquisition successful.
Splendid. This is a little bit uninspiring. Let's do this. Oh, this guy's gonna take forever because he's low level. But whatever, it'll level him up. Plus, he's supposed to be talented at anomaly research. Right? Yeah. This leader is less
System
meticulous than
survey
others.
complete.
That's one way of saying faster.
Construction complete.
So hang on, is there literally nothing in this system besides one habitable planet? Huh. That seems entirely unworth the time. No, it's fine. You don't need to be evasive. The space amoebas will leave you alone. As long as you don't go too near that planet. It'll be all fine. The humans are gonna just rise up and overthrow me, I know it. I could just feel it coming. It's gonna happen. Should've just nuked them for a little bit while I had the chance. Can't trust humans. Is it a nebula? Oh no, I've just never gone anywhere near it. Signs of battle. There is clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Kugarug 4A at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the moon is pockmarked with craters from stray weapons blasts, and scans from the ISS Elucidator have picked up several hulks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all after the damage they must have sustained is a testament to their advanced design. Science Officer Unit F3 is preparing an expedition to sift through these derelict hulls for any valuable technologies. Yes,
Situation
please.
log
The
adjusted.
thing. Sounds good to me. Hopefully they have some super advanced tech that we can steal and put on our ships. Haha, I can build a thing. This one, right? Well, first of all, I am going to build that, but let's see if the automated system would build that. No, the automated system would not build it. Well, you are wrong, the Fat Controller laughed. We're building that. But now I can actually queue up a building. I can leave it on automatic because it goes, well, once the building's built, we won't have any spare drones, so it's fine. We have a little bit of unemployment for a while, but I don't care. It's fine. I'll live with it. I think we have enough money to survive. So I'm really just astonished I haven't run into anyone else this way yet. I guess people place randomly, but I don't normally expect to get this much free range over this much of the galaxy this early on. Like I was fully prepared for the fact that I don't want
complete.
to conquer anyone who isn't like themselves a fanatic purifier or something. To mean I just got like boxed into a corner because I got muscled out of territory. I have to attack people to get back. But that doesn't seem to be the case.
Special project complete.
Ooh. The team under Science Officer Unit F3 has finished their expedition on Kokorog 4A and returned to the ISS Elucidate. Thankfully, the starship graveyard on the surface proved to be a technological treasure trove. Studying the remains of these vessels has advanced our research in certain fields by several years, and there are yet things to discover. A permanent science outpost in orbit would be a great boon to our starship engineering efforts. Splendid. I love engineering research. We have no construction ship anywhere near that. Okay, well, time to build that third construction ship. That'd be mean to build for a while. I like to have 3 and 3. Certainly in the earlier mid.
Technological acquisition successful.
Destroyers, yay! Okay, exploration cruises. These are kind of bad, but you need to go through them to get other stuff. So, necessary evil. Just get it over with. I don't really like exploration cruises. So the base game has corvettes, destroyers, cruisers, battleships, and some bigger stuff with DLCs.
Construction complete.
Shush and let me talk. There's a mod in here called NSC, which stands for New Ship Classes, which adds many types of ship. Most of them I quite like. Provides some interesting flavor and differentiation to your fleet. Exploration cruises kind of suck though. It's basically a science ship with some guns on it. Okay. No, I want to pause. I'm busy doing research. Shields or... Oh. Hyperlane is good, and gravitic senses is also good. We'll do hyperlanes. Wow, lots of people are idle. So maybe this. And then that. And then that'll work. And then you... And now exist, so you can go build a research station, and you have finished building the outpost, so you can build research stations and mining stations. I'm gonna need to get that research station output tech at some point soon, because I'm building a lot of research stations. It's going to start paying for itself very shortly. These will need upgrading to better deflectors. Go for it.
Technological acquisition successful.
I guess society tech is really thin on the ground as a machine empire. Because we're supposed to have 4 options, but what this means is literally there aren't 4 options. If it's only showing us 3, there do not exist 4 options we can research right now. Damn. I guess machines just really don't care about society. Okay, these ships have been upgraded. Splendid. What do they look like now? Better lasers, better shields. Okay, so the minor components are better off. Yeah, that'll be about right. Then again, these were calibrated to fight these guys. I could always switch them around, but eh. Oh, you may be asking yourself, power. What's the deal with power? You might not be asking yourself that, but I'm going to pose the question anyway. You need enough power, but why don't I, for instance, just... So I got 23. I mean, if I had... Let's just assume I had 25 and assume I had enough power. Why shouldn't I just use a lower reactor? So, in some cases you should. Costs less alloys. But bonus power above 0 gives tiny bit of damage. And tiny bit of speed. And tiny bit of evasion. So it's just kind of worth having. Why do my ships have such a huge amount of hull? Answers on a postcard. Because they're only supposed to have 300. I know they should have 400 because I have... Oh, well, 10% from there, but that's still not... That still doesn't add up. So they should have 300. Oh, I mean, it says here. Put up to 4... Oh, hello, what the hell? 300 put up to 400. Plus... Oh, but the fire rate is garbage. Plus 210%. Oh, hang on a second. No. Where was it? Really? Why? Huh. Why do they have such terrible fire rate? But such amazing hull points. Is there a thing? Did I issue a policy about that? I didn't think I had. I know there's this policy, that's got nothing to do with it. I have absolutely no idea. Well, that's strange. But yeah, I guess it means these things have an actually ridiculous amount of hull. Even if they don't do that much damage. Hang on, I wonder if... Yes, I think I know why that's happening. I believe there is a mod installed called Amazing Space Battles, which, among its many effects, decreases the damage of every ship and increases the hull points to make battles last longer. The last time I used this, I was using the add-on, which is Faster Battles, which undoes those changes, and I guess the add-on isn't in this version of the pack. So that's not just me, that's everyone. But it further makes this number pointless because the game doesn't expect that. Oh, where's this? Delta Corvi. Oh. More archaeological sites is always nice.
Construction complete.
Kind of. Well, in which case do I want regenerative hull tissue? Because, well, I probably do. Hang on. What exactly is regenerative hull tissue? Is it percentage or flat? It's flat. So I'm currently regenerating 2.5%. And if I put this on, then it'll be flat. It'll be extra flat. No, that's not worth it. If it was percentage, it's probably worth it, but I think the afterburners are going to be better. Okay. Welcome to destroyers. Destroyers are a bit different. We can put strike craft in here, but it's a bit bad. Realistically, right now, we probably want... Oh yeah, there are very, very few options until you unlock them. So, put a big laser on. This is usually my preferred configuration. But then again, maybe the Alpha Strike should be... Yeah, the longest range should probably be a mass driver for the Alpha Strike potential. Again, it's entirely possible. So an Alpha Strike is basically when you hit the enemy before they have had a chance to hit you. If at all possible, I probably won't be building these yet anyway, so they definitely won't have to build this slow. Radar, and you want to be... So your shortest range is 40, so yeah, you probably want to be picketing. Artillery tactic is, I think, what I want, right? Because I don't want them to hit them, I want them to stay still. Right? Probably. Okay. Let's do artillery. And then these are what? These are... So these are kinetic focused. Balanced defense. And like a medium small destroyer. Upgrade. And these are no longer EI corvettes, they're KI corvettes. Which means... Well, you know what, we'll just do this instead. We'll just let them use the default behavior from the picket computer. It costs less allies anyway. So what this means is these are now all going to complain that, oh no, we don't have the right components, but if I go in and retrofit them to KI class, then they all have roughly the right components, but I guess I got something wrong somewhere. What's the difference? 1, 2, 3, 1. What's the rub? What did I miss? One, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1. Maybe this is just a base retrofitting cost. Whatever. We'll clean up. We'll pay 16 alloys. It's not like I've got 1,000 of them or anything.
Augmentations
to just clean that up a bit and get the class correct. So these are KI because they are kinetic focused. In both cases, they have conventional armor. I suppose these should be... I suppose they should really be like KA-I class and ES-I. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. S class. And get rid of this. K. Because I may want other versions of this, and it just helps to keep them around. KA/I class. And that's gonna be save, and that's gonna be delete. And then I'm probably gonna have to pay another 16 alloys, but whatever. Fleet manager, retrofit as this. Then yeah. That's weird, but whatever.
Ship augmentations complete.
I guess the 16 alloys are to pay for painting the classification on the hull again. Okay. Ship micromanagement over. Let's go build a starbase. I am probably going to conclude the stream shortly. What I would want ideally is I'd hoped to get an ascension perk first, so I can kind of give a flavor of where we're going. How long is that gonna take? 30 months. Yeah, okay, we'll try and wait for that. We'll try and do what's necessary until we get the Ascension perk. Which may include getting more Unity. The ISS Examiner crew are eager to report that they have uncovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring species on Delta Corvi 2, who appear to have inhabited the planet some 7 million years ago. While it is unclear why this species, who called themselves the Grunner, disappeared from the Delta Corvi system, our scientists have isolated a promising archaeological dig site on their planet. Perhaps further study will yield more clues. Good gravy, we have a lot of archaeological sites. Like, really a lot. Start plowing through some of those soon. I mean, I think I'm probably going to stop expanding, but like here-ish. Go over here. Maybe I'll get this as well. We'll see. So at that point, I can send the science ships to go do archaeological sites. Right. The ISS Elucidator never made it all the way to Silax 143 to study the anomalies surrounding it. The ship, along with Science Officer Unit F3 and crew, blinked out of existence as it was navigating the debris field, and then reappeared minutes later. Unit F3 reports that they found themselves briefly in some extra-dimensional space. External viewports revealed that they were surrounded by countless ships of alien design, suspended in a seemingly endless void. Before the crew could get their bearings, their vision abruptly faded, and they found themselves back in regular space. However, roughly half the crew are missing. Science Officer Unit F3 speculates that they may have been selectively trapped by some unknowable mechanism in that strange space. That's unsettling. Anomalies, 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 anomalies. Several ruins have been found on Delta Corvi 3 in the Delta Corvi system. Most of the ruins are buried, and the ones that aren't have eroded so much they are barely recognizable. The ruins depict various pictures and writing, most of which is a record of their culture. There is a common theme in each of the different depictions: remember us. It seems this culture knew they were fading away. All they wanted was to be remembered. Looks like no one has for millions of years. Do society research on Delta Corvi. Excellent. The missing members of the ISS Elucidator's crew, thought lost to the dimensional rift, have reappeared. They hailed us from aboard an unknown vessel, not entirely dissimilar to our own science ships, idling close to where the ISS Elucidator originally experienced the dimensional disturbance. They claim to remember nothing of their time outside our dimension, aside from a vague awareness of having been away for some time. They wish for nothing but to return to service under Science Officer Unit F3 and intend to surrender their ship to NEX authorities. Oh, God. Well, I mean... seems okay, right? Sure. So what? Science ship from beyond. Huh. Oh, let's recruit another scientist. Seems legit. Go survey. Go help us shake a lingering paranoia. Something's gonna go horribly wrong.
Construction complete.
We'll just assume that'll be fine. Where's this? What? Oh yeah, Kandara. So... Oh, you're already on your way there. Cool. Still focused on... Okay, so we're still focused on assembly. I still think that's good, because it's one of our big limiting factors right now. Encounter in 4. New aliens. Humorous pun. Excuse me. Unknown signal. Oh god. A weak but insistent signal transmits on repeat in the Letum system. The other science ship has pinpointed its source to emanating from within the mouth of a destabilized subspace rift at the system's edge. Could be on the other side. We've decided what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Letum system. No, we have detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Letum system. A rift in the very fabric of space-time has formed here, creating a wormhole that our science units speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located somewhere else in our galaxy. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass through it will be ripped apart in seconds. If only it could somehow be stabilized.
Communications alert.
Oh, hello. Yeah, sure. I like research agreements.
Construction complete.
Okay. Build me some research stations and some mining stations. Ooh, archaeological site. The first music. According to a mid-report from the archaeological... Okay, so this is the planet where the atmosphere had been stripped away and we're getting signals in space. According to a mid-report from the archaeological team, Lucii the Third... It's not king. Lucii 3 is an extremely early planet that was created right after the creation of the universe. The oldest rock is similar to the age of the observed universe, and the planet's core is slowly cooling down. Maybe we're witnessing the last minute of the first planet in the universe. That's pretty cool. This terrifies me. I don't like this. Ooh, hello. Star of the Opera. While scanning the star Fuo, our science ship's onboard computers quickly detected repeating patterns in the radio frequency signals it emanates. An engineer recognized some of these patterns from a piece of music it once observed. This engineer proceeded to convert the patterns using a particular clear instrument and managed to produce quite a unique sound. A full recording of these patterns has produced quite a beautiful sounding piece of music. With the right equipment, you can practically hear the star sing. Physics research. Nice. Okay, well they buggered off pretty fast. I think we may have found our empire.
A foreign entity has decrypted our
We certainly have. The domain of Tamami. Honor-bound warriors. Undisputed ruler. Respect our borders and keep out of our affairs. They are fanatic authoritarian, fanatic militarist spiritualists. So they hate us because we're machines. And, oh, okay. Yeah, you don't like us, do you? Ha. That ain't great. Yeah, can I do anything to make you happier? Hopefully we can eventually form a non-aggression pact. And then I can move my envoy to going and pleasing those people because they scare me. Oh, okay, well they're not. They're harming our relations already. Well. Did we just move our envoy out of here immediately? Oh, hang on. We will get... Oh, no, we won't. No, we won't. Crap. Well, that's problematic. When these guys are on the other side of these guys, so you know what? I love you, Zataban Freehold, but you'll better start loving me without my intervention. Because we're gonna go improve relations with these guys. That might be a terrible mistake, but we'll see. Yeah, okay. Cool beans.
Technological acquisition.
Okay, their borders are closed. Well, I'm gonna leave mine open so they don't get annoyed that I have closed borders. I'm still hopeful we can be friends. Terraforming, society research. Okay, this is getting better. We're actually starting to get some stuff now. I was worried we were gonna run out of those. Food complex of the ancients. Where's that? Oh. They have like 2 strategic techs. Damn. That's strategic
Situation
resources.
log adjusted.
Well, they won the lottery. Abandoned cloud refineries. Deep echo scans from the science ship ISS Examiner have revealed various structures floating in the upper atmosphere of the gas giant 404. These abandoned structures, presumably refineries, seem to be autonomously sucking in gas at the bottom and processing it into raw solid materials, after which it is storing the materials in giant hexacylinder tanks. Most of the tanks on the structures appear to be broken, burst from within due to the pressure buildup of an excess of materials. We might be able to recover some of the resources in a few of the refineries. Always look after your refineries, kids. Remember to conduct regular maintenance and don't just let them fall into disrepair. Rookie mistake. Well, I'm sort of hoping Fuo is going to be... I'm going to be able to colonize it and basically put up my wall there. That's the plan. Anyway, oh, hang on. I can now build a hangar bay. Isn't that splendid?
Construction complete.
Yeah. You know what? You are going right here. I want you to start building that as soon as you are able. Floating kelp. The gas giant Fuo 3 seems to have colossal kelp-like flora floating in its upper atmosphere. These floating kelp are hundreds of meters long and have giant leaves all tightly wound around a central tube filled with plant sap. These tubes seem to easily transport the absorbed gases from the leaves up to the lengthy, translucent roots where sunlight converts it into nutrients. Neat. More society research that I can now kind of use because I have some science research, society stuff I care about. Yeah, fine. That's this one down here, so it doesn't have to be fast. I'd rather it was thorough.
System survey complete.
Splendid. You build me an outpost. Please, dear God, build me an outpost. Maximum speed. Go survey that. What are you doing? Why are you not doing anything? Go do something. Make yourself useful, damn it. Sure. I'll eventually build an outpost there. I don't want to now. I don't have the influence to spare. But eventually. Come on. 3 months. 3 months. So we'll get the Ascension perk, which I'm looking forward to. We'll probably make sure this gets built and start turning it into a new starbase.
Construction complete.
And then we'll probably leave it there. Gas giant ship. Active scans of Kandara 4 have picked up what appears to be a large ship deep inside the atmosphere of the gas giant. Judging by the nearby debris, there have been several failed attempts to salvage this derelict in the past. Any ship strong enough to withstand such crushing gravity must be a magnificent prize, and Science Officer Unit F3 has proposed a salvage project of our own, because everybody else has failed, but we're better. Yeah, why not? Go for it.
Situation log adjusted.
I think. Yes. Go and salvage the gas giant ship. Pull her up. Tradition. We are now venerable. Entirely venerable, which means we get an ascension perk. Okay, here's where the fun starts. So, there are many ascension perks. Many ascension perks. We so far can not do any other than grey, so we can do these ones. So this is bad. 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 I mean, they're not bad. They're all very good, but they're all these top 5 are kind of top 5. Yeah, top 5 are kind of like whatever. We don't care that much about diplomacy. We don't have any city districts. This is nice. This is very nice. Heavily helps research. Not that important. No. Nope. Nope. Okay. Nope. 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 No. Nope. 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 So let's take one quick look. What is the requirement to start converting worlds into machine worlds? Not forge worlds. Machine worlds. We need to have the climate restoration technology and 2 other ascension picks, so we don't need any specific prerequisite ascension pick. It's not a tree. Galactic Wonders requires mega engineering technology and having repaired or fully upgraded mega structure, which we'll get to. Neat. We'll definitely want this because we'll probably build more ringworlds and Dyson Spheres and stuff. Cool. In which case, we are going to go for technological ascendancy, which means breakthrough technologies, we can have more than 3 without them having to spread. We'll get to those when we unlock the first one. Research speed just goes up by 10%, which is a surprisingly potent boost. And rare technologies appear more often, which is very nice, because rare technologies can be a bit of a pain to get a hold of. They only have a very small chance of appearing. They're the ones that are in purple. So, yes please, technological ascendancy fits with our theme anyway, so very good. Let's make sure this starbase gets built. Yes, good. So,
construction
outpost,
complete.
we have built an outpost, and we are going to turn that outpost, let's pause, and turn this outpost into a starport proper. And then going to build, no, that's not what I want. You are going to build a bunch of mining stations and a research station. I think we're in a pretty good spot. So we've ascended, we have technological ascendancy, I think it is. Hello. The mummified remains of a single individual belonging to a previously unknown mammalian species have been found drifting in high orbit over Legion 2. The being is dressed in what appears to be a flight suit complete with helmet, and maybe a fighter pilot that ejected in some ancient battle only to be forgotten and left behind. A study of the corpses provided some interesting data. So we have secured our southern border with the glorious League of Bo Farbaz, who are our friends. Just about. We are still increasing our relations with the Zataban Freehold, even though... Oh, I see. So they're improving relations with us, so that's all well and good. This should be cancelling this out so that they don't hate us too much. Hopefully it sorts itself out. Yeah, I might need to give them a gift or something. But we are doing a good job of making friends with the residents of the galaxy, at least the ones so far that we've met that don't seem to be a threat, with the eventual aim of defending it. We've set out our territory, we've got a pretty good amount of territory for ourselves. Even if we don't manage to get a hold of this bit here, I can work with this. And we have started about our mission to save the galaxy from something he doesn't yet know is coming. So, I'm going to leave it there. That seems like a fairly logical place to leave it. We've sort of completed a few projects. We've got our first Ascension perk. We've secured borders just about. When we come back, one moment. Okay, so apologies. Real life stuff. Yeah. Okay, so when we come back, we'll which will be whatever, probably a few days, maybe next week. We'll get to expanding our influence, learning more about the galaxy, trying to meet everybody in it, and hopefully we'll eventually get the galactic community founded, so we can begin our goal properly. We made good progress. We are being good little guardian machines. Hopefully no one comes along and wipes us out. So I'm going to save the game. And I'm gonna leave it there. So thank you all for watching. I hope it's been enjoyable. I've enjoyed playing this. I do like a bit of Stellaris. I hope it's entertaining. I think I've come up with an interesting story, so hopefully that develops and the game works with us and delivers us emergent gameplay that fits with the story. But either way, we'll press on. But for now, thank you all for watching. This will be uploaded on YouTube like everything else. If you want to catch more of what I do, follow the Twitch channel, subscribe to the YouTube channel, all the rest. I don't currently have anywhere else for notifications. There's no Twitter or anything. But yes, for me that is it for now. So I will see you all next time.